This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi there, I'm Kaylee O'Kelly with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. The Arizona Department of Health Services releasing Tuesday's coronavirus figures, the state reporting more than 4,000 new cases. An additional 64 deaths also attributed to complications tied to COVID-19. More than 7,000 lives have been lost. That's families affected, all of them, since this pandemic has hit the state of Arizona. School districts are now finalizing plans for spring semester. Chandler Unified School District remaining in person. And now the Chandler Education Association is calling for more mitigation from the community to protect schools. The association's president, Katie Nash, wants a statewide mask mandate, and also she wants to see dine-in services at restaurants halted. She was talking to our news partner, KTAR 92.3, about this.
There are other countries who have done this, and they've been successful at keeping their schools open because we know our schools are doing exactly that. So we know what we're doing in our classrooms, but we need community support, and that needs to come from the state.
The Chandler Education Association releasing a letter calling on state leaders to implement more measures to help. Well, for months we've been talking about hospital resources being stretched too thin. And this also goes for those taking the patients to hospitals in ambulances.
Because of how busy the hospitals are and how full the ICUs have gotten, we're having to transfer patients at a much higher rate from one hospital to another hospital. And that requires a lot more ambulances and a lot more providers.
That's Dr. Amber Rice, the medical director for Northwest Fire District. They cover North Pima County, and she says they are transporting patients as far away as California and New Mexico since hospital beds here in the Southwest are limited. One possible line of defense against COVID-19 is mouthwash. Researchers are testing this and finding ingredients in some mouthwashes can kill COVID-19 in 30 seconds, at least in a lab setting.
The study shows that for transmission of this virus, so if you're asymptomatic and you might have this virus, but you're just not aware of it, this could be one more layer of protection that potentially would reduce the risk of transmitting this to the next person.
He warns against using these harsh mouthwashes too often because it can disrupt the mouth's natural ecosystem, which helps to fight off disease. He also says this doesn't mean you clear the shelves and start stocking up on mouthwash, and that you need to continue wearing a mask, washing your hands, and social distancing. A new report finding Phoenix could be one of the top cities in the nation for real estate, although those of us who live here, I think, already figured this out. A survey of 20 experts from the National Association of Realtors looked at things like unemployment, working from home, and net domestic migration, especially those moving from California and other West Coast cities. Other top markets do include Dallas, Atlanta, and Provo, Utah. Authorities at the federal and state level say they are cracking down on this spike in scams that we have seen throughout the pandemic. Federal regulators are calling this Operation Income Illusion, and the crackdown is going to last about a year. It aims to stop scammers who stole an estimated $1 billion from consumers this year. The FTC says one of the most popular scams, pyramid schemes, because so many people are out of work. Christmas 10 days away. If you haven't put up your lights just yet, you might struggle to find new ones. Sales are skyrocketing. They're up 20% this year. And we found a psychology professor talking about this, saying there are reasons behind these sales. It's a way for our subconscious to just reset.
None of us can stop time. None of us can reverse it. But when you put up those lights, in a way you're saying, but I have control over this. I'm going to tell the world that, hey, it's time to take a break.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. It's going to be a gorgeous but cool day today. Abundant sunshine and a high of just 62 degrees in Phoenix. So about 4 degrees below the average high for this time of year. Yesterday we reached 63, so today won't be too far off from that. Sweater weather basically throughout the day. 62 for high today in Scottsdale and in Laveen. We'll make it to 61 in Ahwatukee with highs in the upper 50s in Anthem and in Cave Creek. And across the state it's going to be cool but sunny with a high of 36 in Flagstaff and in Heber. We'll also only reach those mid mid-30s in Show Low, 53 for a high today in Globe, and we'll make it to 63 at Lake Havasu. Temperatures are going to stay cool all week with some cold mornings too, especially again tonight as lows will once again fall into the 30s across the valley. We may see more freezes tonight. Those afternoon temperatures will get a little bit milder starting Wednesday, but again, overall, still right near normal through the end of the week. Then getting a little warmer Saturday into Sunday and early next week with temperatures climbing into the upper 60s, even the low 70s heading into early next week. Winter solstice happens on Monday. Temperatures that day in the low 70s.
And we have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com or by downloading our free ABC15 mobile app. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.